Howdy everybody, welcome. Hey Don, hey Elmo. Hey everybody else out there in TV land. I'm happy to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alrighty, let us hop right on in. And just, there we go. And just see what all I have laid out here. Okay. So, I have spent the last 48 hours trying to get this Valley of Wheat-esque build. Let's up the render distance. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, I've spent the last 48 hours trying to make this as good as I possibly can, you know? So, like, I've got a ton of spare space up here. From, like, here up to there. And it just feels like I need to put something here, you know? This cannot be left by itself. Also, can I just say, the dome with the, now you can see down into it, the dome with the Valley of Wheat looking stuff below, like, holy hell, that looks so cool. Does that not look dope as hell? Okay, come on. Load in. There we go. Yeah. That looks so awesome. Like, I'm legitimately, like, that turned out far better than I would have thought it would. Put a ringed mini station above. I could. I don't know. Few people have manageable from Ado? Okay. Well, only 2 other people could. Well, good. I'm glad, Caleb. I guess. Okay. Well, you know, this is what Space Valkyria 5 is shaping up to be. It is sweet. Sato 86. What does that have to do with anything? Sato 86, he says. Oh, that offends the hell out of me, Poncho Hamster. Anyway, so in other news, I have also been chipping away little bits of like stuff to sort of make pockets of green here and there, because I needed to sort of hear, you know, that there were trees, you know. It's a little dense though. I don't know, I'll have to see. Jack, what do you want to do when you lose interest in a project? You're 60% done designing a mega project for 2B2D and you just completely lost interest in anything to do with Minecraft lately. Then give yourself a break. Like, it's okay. You can give yourself a break, Link. Don't burn the oil to the point where you fall down or collapse or give up or whatever. Like, give yourself a chance to just go, okay, I've had enough time to take a breather. That's what I would do. I would find a game or a thing that I'm interested in that isn't Minecraft and just play that for a month or so, you know? Just sort of play 2B until your priority runs out, don't renew it, and give yourself a month holiday. That's all you need to do. Hopefully everything will still be there when you return. I can't tell you how many times I have taken a break from 2B2T as a structured holiday, like an intentional, yeah, I'm going on 2B2T holiday type thing. Like, I've done that dozens and dozens of times over the years. I think that's healthy. You know what? Ever since 2B updated back in 2023, I've kind of just been playing on it non-stop, you know? And I could probably use a holiday of sorts. So I'm finding myself designing for stuff in Blender, stuff on, obviously on Space Valk 3, or 5, excuse me, not 3. I'm so used to saying Space Valk 3. But yeah, I'm doing stuff in other areas on other things. Like, you don't gotta burn yourself out Though I should learn to take my own advice. So, I don't know. You can leave things incomplete. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing too. If you get fed up enough with your project, you will just leave stuff incomplete, and it might eat away at you. So do be careful with that. But other than that, yeah. You're so excited with the project, a bunch of stuff happened, and now I'm kind of less inclined. Ooh, I hate that. I know that feeling all too well. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Just give yourself a break where you can. Looks kind of like what zooming way out an ocarina of time would look like. Ooh, I like that idea. I like that that sentiment. Like seeing the Ocarina of Time world map, but all zoomed out at once. Also, minor gripe. Why the fuck is a farmland able to remain tilled while it's underwater? Why? What value does underwater farmland serve? Like, that's so stupid. But the moment you tread on it a little too hard, it unfarmlands. I don't know. Like, it's just so silly. Oh well. Whoops. Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like that. Yeah. Holy shit, that's what I should have been doing. Do wheat stalks burn? Let's find out. I know hay bales will burn, but I don't know if wheat stalks burn. I know grass will burn too. Okay. Doesn't look like the fire will spread to and ruin the wheat. But it doesn't even matter. I can easily just brush sphere, farmland 10. Or no, 7. And then mask grass blocks. Yeah. The project proved to be very big. Is that Nineveh you're referring to? And then we'll do seeds with this. Sphere, farmland. Wheat, 7. And then mask air. Yeah, this little patch didn't exactly turn out the way that I wanted. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. These trees are a little too dense for my liking. I'm gonna redo it. Take a week or two break, you'll return with a lot more motivation. But yeah, exactly. Exactly. What Pancho said. He's got it, right? Prove to be big, if not bigger than what you could still do very big, and all your base mates have problems getting to the base site, so now you're out there with nobody. Oof. Yeah, that sucks. The first time that happens is a motivation killer. And you have to be willing to either soldier on despite that, or give yourself a break, or give everybody else a helping hand in getting there. Even if that means you gotta walk their accounts out there for them. Like, I sometimes find that that is really your only recourse, is to just help them however you can. They could have potential in specific builds as mud on the bottom of rivers. Ooh. Mud on the bottom of a river. You know, I'm going to be real with you. I completely forgot mud was a block. Oh well. It's not hard to forget that certain things exist here. This ain't pack.png anymore? Yes, it is. It's pack.wheat.png. It's wheat.packng. I don't know. Oh. Oh, these are updating. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, let's get rid of these bits. The trees need to be a little bit more sparse. It seems World Edit's tree wand or tree brush isn't exactly... Like, it's more of a dense forest and less of a... Yeah, I want a handful of trees standing out there like in the old alpha and beta terrain where you would have maybe 3 trees, and they would be at least 7 or 8 meters apart. 10 times bigger than Nineveh? Oh my god. Okay, well, maybe give yourself a breather before you start on Nineveh 2 Electric Boogaloo. Hey, Stone Cold Killer, welcome. Okay. What is the best way to move in an Anarchy server without leaving a trail to your base? Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going. So people can follow your chunk trails now, and they can identify how thick the trail is. So for example, if a normal player, let's use this gold block, or raw gold here as an example. So if a normal player moves loading and generating chunks like this, okay? So this is the total render distance available. Actually, let me make it 2 blocks. Okay, so this is the total render distance available, and so they're moving down this center line, and they're loading and generating everything on all sides, like this. And you're moving in a line to wherever it is you're going to go and settle down, right? What people will notice is that as you're moving along, so let's say you got a nice long straight line of loaded chunks. What people will see is that, let's assume you try to do what I learned on a Sal C1 video years ago. This is around the time of the Russia War, a little after, somewhere in there. And let's assume you decide to go really far out in one direction. Just a continuous straight line, right? And you stop and you generate, I don't know, a little bit of a swath of area. Something like this, right? You build a little starter house and you build a nether portal. And you intentionally set your bed and your spawn at the starter house. And then you go through the nether, and then you go nether side, and you go way off somewhere over here, and then you pop back into the overworld. Okay? So you're in a completely different area, and you go off in a completely different whatever. Okay, let's get something redstone. We'll use the redstone blocks to represent nether, because obviously you can go way farther in the nether and it would be a lot faster. So let's assume you do this, right? And you don't and you do destroy the nether portal, right? Well, when Chuckles McFuckface comes down checking your trail, however long down the road that happens to be, and let's assume you know your starter house is just here to sort of get you started, right? You're not going to base here permanently. You make sure to destroy the nether portal so nobody necessarily guesses you made a nether portal. So you went and bam, you traveled a shorter distance in the nether, which got you farther away in the overworld, and then you continue on this way. Well, you've got nether trail right here, and then you've got an overworld trail, which people follow overworld trails more so than nether trails. And you come to what is obviously a former nether portal. And again, you're smart. You destroy this and you destroy this, and you set your bed over here so that you've got this, and then you just destroy these nether portals, you know. Someone's gonna come along and go, okay, there's maybe a starter house here. Or let's assume you didn't leave a starter house, you know? Let's assume you did nothing at all, right? You left no traces other than just the fact that you were here, because you can't avoid people knowing that you've loaded these chunks. And you start here, and some enterprising base hunter is gonna go, this is clearly a place somebody hunkered down at for a while. Let's check the nether side. And what do you know? They come through and, giant fucking trail. And it's all new. But due to Trouser Streak and other things, This is a place someone's been in. Oh, what? The trail just suddenly ends. Boy, that's suspicious. Because we can identify the thickness of the loaded chunk trail and pretty cleanly conclude that you went in a straight line in whatever direction you chose. You went in a straight line and there were no points along this trail at which you doubled back. Okay? So let's assume you did in fact double back and you changed trajectory, right? Because you want to fake someone out. Okay? And in truth, I went over here, made another portal, loaded some line, and let's say this is several kilometers long, okay? Set my bed, or no, sorry, set a respawn anchor here instead of, I'm so used to not being able to set your spawn in the nether, I forgot. You'd set a respawn anchor here, destroy this after generating these fake overworld chunks, destroy that portal, you know, and then you continue off this way and make a portal here, right? And so you make a false fork that goes nowhere. There's no overworld, anything associated with this. And there's false overworld over here. But you make at this neck here, this is where you actually intended to go to build your base. And every base hunter worth their salt will see this and go, ah, there's activity in this. This is a sort of node or a HUD or hub, excuse me. There are trails that, you know, lines that go off this way and this way. And I've investigated that and I've investigated this because you better believe they'll make a portal here and investigate the overworld chunks on that side. So they find nothing there. And so they go, ah, this spot, this is a hub. What are the odds that there's something here? And then sure enough, they'll pop in and go, oh, pre-generated chunks. And then this goes off to your base, right? And they have you dead to rights with only maybe a week of autism under their belt. So the cure, the fix to this, is quite simple, but sadly, painstakingly horrible. The cure is to do this twice. You generate these chunks twice as fat as render distance. That way, you can branch off at any point. You know, this is twice rendered. So this is 2 blocks worth is render distance. So you do twice the render distance, right? So you got a path of, I don't know, so what, it's 5 on 2p. So you'd have a render distance of 10, or the equivalent, right? So you travel down your trails twice, and you do so as laser accurately as possible, especially in the nether, because people get really autistic about nether trails. And you fatten up your trails to make them harder to track, where you might have made a portal here to go in the nether, or to go back into the overworld over there. And you do it like this. And then, yes, you guessed it, you make this extra long. And in so doing, you make it harder to track you. And then obviously this can be a decoy trail, right? You can make decoy trails, you know, every 10 to 12 kilometers and just make a bunch of like branching paths that go off this way. And a branching trail path that goes off this way. And you better believe there's going to be another branching trail path that goes off this way. And you make each of these 30, 40, 50, 100,000, however long you want to make them, however long you can stand to generate them. And you do this to throw everybody off whatever you might have done or not have done. You know. So we'll pair these up like this. So these represent your chunk trails. We'll just pretend this doesn't. And you intentionally double these trails as well. Because if you go in a straight line, and you're only going in a straight line, but all of these are double thick, the straight line, which is going to be thinner, is going to stand out as the obvious correct trail that you went down. Now, theoretically, you could just make all of these decoy trails one standard render distance long, intentionally dead end them all, and then set your spawn in the nether so that you will just go to the end, chest your shit, destroy the ender chest with, I don't know, a stone pick or no, with your hand. Right, yeah, you'd have to break it with your hand so as to destroy the ender chests and make sure there's no trace left whatsoever. And then you just kill yourself in such a way that there's no XP, nothing behind that could be conceived or mistaken for, you know, so this is just totally a waste of any hunter's time. And so you can either, you know, somewhere back here where it's secret, make a nether portal and then destroy it, you know, when you go into the overworld, so that, you know, maybe they won't check, right? And again, you make your trails double thick so that nobody is as inclined to assume that that's the correct path. You could do something like that. There's no guarantee that this will work, of course. You could make it ridiculously autistically difficult to follow, but you can never truly make it impossible to follow. Even the people who are out many tens of millions in the nether, even they have a trail of some kind leading to where they are, and even they can be tracked and found. It just depends on who is doing the tracking and the finding. And that's it. Upload this to YouTube. You can clip it if you want. If that's what you want, Poncho. So like when you write something down on paper and pen, but want to boot it out or pencil and erase it and replace it away, either way it's hard. Yeah, but you can still tell what was once there, or at the very least you can tell something was there. And so it's getting more and more impossible to properly like hide the who, what, why, when, and where. And that's just unfortunate, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, game rule, random tick speed, 10,000. Fuck. So yeah, that's about the only way you can realistically hide your base. Some people just steal and world down and it may be possible to tell a friend. Yeah, exactly. What is a decoy trail? You really genuinely don't need me to answer that question, do you? Do you legitimately not understand what that means? I think that's a fairly obvious thing. What's a decoy trail? Well, it's when when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much. I mean, really, dude. You Googled it, decoy. Oh, you don't know what the word decoy means? Or you didn't? Yeah, decoy is a fake. It's a way to fool other people into believing something that's not true. Okay, have you never heard the word decoy before, Poncho? Like, if not, that's okay. It's not your fault. I was just... That's such a common word, though. I thought you were, like... You're really good at English. Like, I thought for sure you'd have heard that word before. Yeah, you didn't know what the word was. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's how it is. The gaps in people's knowledge is always fascinating. Have you ever noticed that? The things that other people just don't understand? Like, shit. That's genuinely interesting stuff. You should use artificial trees in the biome. The biodome. Yeah, the biodome. That's what we're going to call this, the biodome. I like that idea, Link. Artificial trees? No, this is all real wheat, so it should be a real tree. Like, I'm in favor of less dense trees, but like, yeah. As long as the greenery is interesting. Anyway, yeah. Okay, that goes there. Kill that. Got this. Neat. Let's freeze time. And then wheat all of this. 10,000 million seconds per second. I learned that word from a video game. What, decoy? Oh. I'm starting my first end megabase. Any advice at how I should set up a layout? Oh, God. Hey, TJ, thank you so much, man. You didn't have time to watch. Okay, well, you have a good night, man. Hopefully tomorrow you can. But that's all right. Anyway, okay. Oh, Jesus. All right, so you've got a lot of very unfortunate hard work ahead of you if you're going to make an end base. Are you making it on 2B2T, Macaroni? Your first end megabase. Is this in a public place that it can be griefed, or are you just doing this in like single player? Like what are your restrictions here? What am I working with? Okay. No server, just with friends. Okay. That is significantly easier then. You don't have to worry about it. Are you making it at end spawn, or are you making it like somewhere? Oh, God damn it. Undo. Ah, son of a bitch. It doesn't undo and preserve the wheat. Huh. That's silly. Why does it not do that? All right. 10,000. Anyway. Don't need to worry about anything. You're making it far out. Okay, how far is far out? Your friend's completely destroying end islands. Okay. Yeah, like, give yourself a decent beacon setup so that you can move and, you know, do whatever it is you need to do in a reasonable time frame. Because if you're building a mega base, movement is so much more important than you may notice at first, right? One of the best things you can do is give yourself the ability to move around your base freely and effectively. So, as Poncho said, jump boost, you'll want haste, speed 2, jump boost 2, regeneration, because you're going to have Enderman problems. And because you're going to have Enderman problems, you're going to want to give yourself resistance 2 and strength 2 as well. So give yourself, you know, a lot of beacon stuff. 40k blocks away from an end island. Okay, that's decent. Give yourself a... especially if you're destroying the end islands, so you're not going to have any end, you're going to need a platform of some kind to set up on and get yourself really, like, acquainted with what it is you're making, right? Speaking of, what are you making? Destroying everything, okay. Make a decent platform, probably at the very top of the world. Or if you're done destroying, you can make it at the very, very bottom of the world. Give yourself, if you're not using Elytra, give yourself safety. So a way to prevent falling to your death. Just because, you know, falling, even on a server with friends, falling to your death is still a really big setback. Ooh. Oh, it's the tick speed. Right. Okay. Didn't expect that. There we go. Endgame survival is a lot, making your world as close to creative as possible. Yeah, more or less. I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay, let's go back to a regular value of 3. Bam. Perfect. I like that. That looks good. Here's hoping all those leaves don't decay immediately. Let's give it some more sparse tree cover and some more patches of grass here and there. There we go. Uh-oh. Did that break into it, or does that just rest up against it? I can't tell. It looks fine. Whatever. You may not notice. Whatever. You should watch the show Black Sails. It's very epic. Okay. Huh. What's it about? Pirates? Come on. There we go. Yes. Okay. 200 hours on this world already, but I've been in love with the idea of an end mega base. Okay. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make a good end base, by all means, go crazy, man. Have you decided on a design or what materials you'll need or any of that? Because the mega base is a big deal. It's a lot of work. Like, it's not just an overnight project. I've already been working on this for a month. So, like, you know, I recommend making something in creative mode with world edit. Maybe Axiom, if you know how that mod works. Possibly setting up your own server and using fast async world edit, which is even more efficient, I hear. Any advice on how you should set up a layout? I mean, what sort of base are you hoping to make? What designs are you hoping to enjoy? Like, you're going to be living in this place, I assume, so you're going to see a lot of it. You better be very happy with whatever it is you make. Especially if you're destroying the end islands. A lot of dark buildings with pops, pretty colors. Okay. I mean, I need to see some pictures, if nothing else. That's a great idea, but like, that doesn't really tell me much. Is it going to be like on a platform of some kind? Or you making it? Come on. There we go. Yeah, are you making it with, like you need to have accessibility to it. So I assume you're going to be using an elytra. You know, elytra is just standard at this point. Ooh. Underwater farmland, not on my watch. Underwater farmland looks ugly. Not gonna lie. Just doesn't look right for some reason. I might go back to using mud. Or not go back, but I might use mud as... I might go back to certain parts and use mud like Copperator suggested. Depends. Bam. Huh? There we go. I think it's a render or range thing. Yeah, that works good, honestly. The trees were a great idea, Dark. Thank you. Am I? No, I'm not. Making sure I'm not generating stuff outside the biodome. That would be bad. Drawing schematics as we speak. Okay, good. But, like, you probably still should design it in Minecraft, like, again, with creative mode and world edit, you know, in a single-player world first. Just so you definitively have something to go on. Because, like, nothing is worse than getting started and having to change midway because your design's changed in your head or something. So, like, you probably want it all out you know, like you're doing it, draw it on paper, you know, get it clearly and concisely designed so that you're not like, because nothing is worse than changing your hard work part way. Losing hard work by having to change stuff will kill your motivation. So just be aware. Okay, if I do that... Damn! Okay, so the act of moving it updates it. Ooh. Why are all of the leaves suddenly decaying and yet these aren't? That's so strange. It must have something to do... Oh god, are all of these going to decay now? Might have to do custom trees after all. Shit. Set the random tick speed to a normal setting again. And guarantee some man-made willow trees would go so hard? Okay. Willow trees. Well, I'm entertained. Our mega build is 2.2 million obby. Or obby's just for the skeleton. We got tired of building often. Yeah. That is a perfectly normal thing to experience. So don't feel bad if you get tired doing a thing partway through it. That is human. Give yourself breaks. It's just how it is. Oh, fucking hell. Come on, place. There we go. This is no longer pack.png. Oh, fuck. Oh, Undo that last one. There we go. I mean, I already said I wanted to make pack.png my own. In a sort of its own beautiful way. Now, as for the desert here, I'm torn. I want to keep it because it's an old desert type and you don't see those anymore. But also it's not Valley of Wheat, so it feels kind of pointless. Okay. Yeah, this is going pretty good. Like I'm pretty all right with this. All right, let's give that and that some patches of green, as I said. Try to do that under the trees, around the trees somewhat. Leave some of these alone. Patch a random green here and there. Maybe I should do potatoes and carrots as well. Oh, fuck. I completely missed this. Okay, set that to a normal speed. Till all of these to that. Okay. Do replace near 200 oak leaves, persistent, false to true. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to, I'm definitely going to fix the oak leaves. But I'm not going to do it that way because that will destroy... What, the risk? No. Wait, I can still do the tractor and scarecrow stuff. Don't despair just yet, Copper. There we go. I'm just trying to, like, get it all the way that I want it. Oh, fun. Missed some glass. Ah. We got some underwater farmland. Okay, I think we can put the regular tick speed back. Okay, I like it. I like how this is all kind of turned out. Got some floating land here or there. It will fix the decay issue. Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm guessing... Oh. I got another bit of tree that I can place there. Oh my god, there's so much fucking... So much annoying ass... Ugh, that's so annoying. Okay. Let me... Brush. Sphere. Light blue stained glass. Do 20. Mask water. So this gets rid of the farmland underwater problem really easily. I kind of like the idea of water, or of glass instead of water, but nah. Stained glass, brush, water. Change it back to the regular stuff. There we go. No more underwater farmland now. There we go. Heaven help us if anyone walks through this area with Frostwalker. Or, well, no, actually, I think that wouldn't matter. That's right, because the glowstone would take care of that. Okay. All right, now... brush, sphere, emerald block, mask, oak, leaves. I'm going to paint it one tree at a time, just because that feels more manageable and less like... If I do the replace near command, that's going to destroy my PC, because it's got so much stuff to search through. I find the replace near command in single player to be kind of dangerous. I've crashed many a world doing that. Bro has a water bucket in his inventory? Yeah, to make water where I want it. But only little bits of it, and it's much quicker than typing out a command if I just need a few bits of water. Every veteran had a water bucket on their person during the Russia War. It was mandatory. You never know when you're going to get into a situation where you need the water. Works fine for me. I build on Aternos when I'm designing stuff. Okay. Well, that's the difference. I'm not doing that. I'm on single player in my own private world. Turbin showed me how to start up my own little local host, and I've just not bothered. Just not bothered to do it. I am unimaginably lazy when it comes to doing tech stuff, and I shouldn't be. But oh well. I'll worry about it later. Talking about underwater farmland having the potential of riverbed mud. Yeah, but like I like the mud block for that, if I decide to do that or not. I'm wanting to kind of also keep it very of the era. So, like, since mud didn't exist at that time, I might not, like, do that. We'll see. Okay. All right. Let's make this 2 mass air. Because I wanted to spruce up some of the leaves a little bit. Because some bits of leaves were, like, wonky. And I think that's kind of like the perfect sort of rounded nature to the trees. Participation in the war. Would you need a water bucket for? Well, I've always held that you should probably be prepared for anything. Because like you are constantly prepared for shit that you shouldn't be, but you were. And it paid off, didn't it? So like, no, having a water bucket on you was always a good idea. Like back in the day, you could water bucket clutch. Not everybody was using an elytra. Not everybody had an elytra. So I was always of the opinion, you know, especially if you need to douse yourself and you're on fire, people weren't really certain if we're ever going to get like gapples again, because they had patched you being able to make gapples. So people didn't want to use gapples for a bit just because like they were precious. So like a water bucket was a good way to stop you from burning if you got set on fire. Just other things like that. Hello, Louis Bife. Oh, all is well. Yeah, more or less. I'm doing well. Some of these leaves decayed almost immediately. Damn. Oh, you were saying how you might use it in your world. Oh, I didn't realize that was the context, Cooperator. Why is this instead of a 2B2T stream? Because I wanted to make Space Valk 5. I have the inspiration in my brain to make Space Valkyria 5, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm just figuring out the logistics of how I would do that. Of what it would look like and why. So I'm just figuring out what I would like a potential Space Valkyria 5 base to eventually become. We still need the height update. So like, the height of the end needs to be updated to match. Theoretically, that could happen with any update, but maybe an end update will happen. I don't know. We'll see. Supposedly there's going to be a Soaring Skies update or some shit. We'll see how that goes. Could be good. Could be legit. Who knows? Could be shit. Oh yeah. Dude, seeing PvP clips in 2016 is so wild. It's because it's either 30-year long sword battles or 4-second bed bombs. Yep. That was before the crystal took over. Before everybody crystalled each other to death. It was definitely a shift. A change of the paradigm shift. Seeing people blow each other up in an instant was so jarring. Now you just kind of expect it, but like that time where people fought with 1.8 meta but they had crystals tipped arrows, yeah. I'm not going to sit here and say that it was the smartest thing, but like, you know, people made do with what they could. They made do with what they had. And that's all there is to it. Okay, emerald block. Sphere, okay. Oak leaves. Persistence, true. I should make this like 20 blocks. Bam. Now I can fix all the oak. I love painting things with World Edit. Oh, god damn it. Well, this didn't get. Okay, brush sphere, emerald. Mask air, was it? There. I beefed it up a bit. Sphere, oak leaves, mask, emerald. Perfect. I just want a fucking combat update. I could live with no updates anymore as long as the combat's not shit. Yeah. 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 I feel you. Why did they scrap the combat snapshots? I bet you someone at Microsoft nixed that. How much you want to bet they were doing it and were going to make it a thing and then Microsoft stepped in and killed it? I bet you they fucked that up. Just bet you there's some sort of meddling, some sort of bullshittery, something. It just feels too accurate, you know? Like, yeah, of course they would do that. One of these days, I guarantee you, we're going to get a tell-all book or interview or something from an employee at Mojang, and it's going to light them on fire. Figuratively, not literally. I just bet you such a thing comes out one day. Let's put some trees there and there. A tree there and a tree there and some of the tree there. Okay, that spot was a little barren. Treeless. Maidenless, but with trees. Oh, fuck. I just suddenly realized. Okay, the mask. Oak. Leaves. I just suddenly realized these are all fucky. Prone to decay. Why is that the norm? Why is that the default for these particular trees? Okay, I think I got it all. Okay. Emerald. Persistent oak leaves, mask, emerald. There, that'll do. Okay. Whew. It was definitely risk-averse policy from Microsoft to avoid Twitter backlash, since Twitter feedback seems to be the only metric Microsoft uses to gauge community reception. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Love the name though. Okay, brush. Isn't there a flower brush? Paint. No? Change your chair, I could hear it from here. No. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Okay, no fucking around. What sort of flowers? We could do a mixture. 10, 10, 10, and yeah, we'll do 10% of everything. Okay, 10%. No, we'll have to do 30%. Air. 10%. Dandelions. 10% alliums. 10%. It's 50, 60% so far. Okay. Alliums, tulip. Pink tulips. 10% red tulips. 10% white tulips. 10%. Okay, so we 30% air. Dandelion, allium, pink, red, white tulip. So that gives us 20 more % to work with. What's another good one? Lily of the Valley? Yeah, go with that one. And then a final 10% of... What's a color that's something I want to see, but I haven't included? Hey, show, welcome. Bring it closer. Let's get the chair ASMR. Drink water, yeah. Posture check, Lamau. Wasn't there a bug in beta where all the trees would have all leaf types? That came later. But yeah, something like that did happen. Okay, final 10% of flour. Let's make it something that pops. Corn flour. There we go. Mask grass. Now, is it tall? Yeah, tall grass. We'll mask tall grass. Oh, wait. It's probably not going to... It kind of did it. Okay. Yeah, that works. It's a nice little tuft of beautiful stuff. Might be cool to reference that bug. Nah, I don't really want to. I want to keep, you know, the nature feel that I'm going with. You know, I want to kind of... I like the Valley of Wheat style something or another. Yeah, this fits, you know, little patches of wild stuff here and there, but overall, like, that works. Yeah. Okay. This reminds you of Space Valk 3's garden? Yeah, that was the point. Like, if I had known how to properly randomize shit back then, I would have probably done that. But, like, I just ran around in a circle-ish pattern, just throwing flowers down as I could remember the types. They were all just called leaves, but looked different and had the same logs being called wood, right? There were certain, like, troubles Minecraft had with leaves back in the day. Lally ho! Welcome, Death 13. I get the reference. I should place spore blossoms in for particles. Maybe. I don't know. Where would I even put that, though? Like, I'm not putting spore blossoms on the biodome. like just under the ground, that does give the same particle effect if it's underground, right? Gonna have to try and find out. It's not a bad idea. I don't know how necessarily Valley of Wheat-esque that is, but we'll try it. We'll try it. Let's see. Where could we put that? Add lights to the trees? Why? Now, does that give you the particle effect above it? It does not appear to. I'd have to put it in a tree. And in all honesty, that's not bad. Lights in the trees would look beautiful? Maybe. Oh, that's right. Enderman. Yeah, we would have to. Fuck. Yeah, Enderman would spawn up on treetops that are sufficiently, you know. Yeah, I would definitely need to light up some of this. If nothing else, just to keep the place safe. Okay, yeah, actually, good idea. Okay, you're gonna go. Take care, Link. Have a good one. Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate it. Try sea lanterns? Nah, I like the glowstone better. It reminds me of the old school. Also, it looks like if you've seen Etho's lab, it looks a little bit like his outro, kinda. You know, now that I think about it, how was Etho's outro created? I don't actually know. Lanterns, the iron ones. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm so used to hearing lantern and thinking sea lantern. Maybe. I kind of like the recessed glowstone. Like, glowstone in the leaves feels right. For some silly reason, I like that. I guess because it reminds me of Etho's lab. I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot of wheat dirt block. It's a lot. I was able to use a world edit wand to sort of circumvent a lot of the manual placing that you would otherwise have to do. Placing all this by hand, though, will be cancer AIDS. So, I don't know. See a dirt block. I think you missed one. Oh no. Where do you see the dirt block? Do I watch animation channels? Sometimes. I discovered Pilot Red Sun earlier this morning. Got watching some of his shit. And that one person who does the Zelda Echoes of Wisdom parodies, those are pretty entertaining. Crazy, but like really interesting. Had this idea on Richcraft of having redstone lamps with skulk sensors inside mangrove trees so they light up and fly when you fly over with an elytra. That would get annoying, though, I feel. me hearing the clicking noise. I don't know. We'll see. Bam, 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 bam. Spot the moss block in a field of grass. No. No, I'm not going to play that game. Though obviously we could use moss. Mute the sensors with water? Yeah, I suppose. If it's deep enough in the mangrove roots, or the mangrove leaves, I mean, you probably could. Let's put a spore blossom or two. Oh, would this area be too dark, I wonder? Hey, universe, and welcome. Welcome to Space Valkyria 5. Or what will be Space Valkyria 5 someday. I think it's turned out pretty good. Thus far, anyway. Trying to sort of keep it nature-y, but also like give it a sort of personality all its own. The Valley of Wheat.png. Jack.png. The Valley of Jack? No, that's a little too egotistical. I like Valley of Pack.png is a funnier sort of subversion on what you would expect. Okay, hopefully that keeps the leaves reasonably lit up in the spots where Enderman might be able to spawn someday. Trying to keep that under wraps while it could backfire. Wheat.png, okay. Wheat.png isn't a bad. I don't know that people will like immediately recognize that it's pack.png and the Valley of Wheat. You know? Make a video announcing Space Valk 5 like I did with the most complicated redstone game. Okay. Unpacked, like the painting is called. Unpacked.png. Packed wheat.png? I don't know. All of those are very good names. This song reminds me of a song by the band Styx. Like really, really old Styx would play love songs like this, or sounding like this, I should say. I did plan on making some short content videos about, about this, really, about this place. just sort of like a flyby of it, but I wanted to have the Valley of Wheat done. Or, well, the wheat and the landscaping and all that in addition. I didn't want to post it until it was, like, done, and I'm probably going to be done with a lot of the landscaping by the end of stream, so I'll be posting a few screenshots on Twitter, if nothing else. Oh, damn, this is unnecessarily dense. Jack Wheat Pack. No, I think it's got to be a short name. You know, it's got to be catchy. Pack.png was reasonably short, sweet, and to the point. It didn't take a whole lot of explanation to get people caught up on what it was. Like, it works. Or at least that's how I feel. Like packed wheat. Yeah, the Valley of Norps and Universe. Oh, Poncho. You lovable scamp, you. You know very well I can't name it anything remotely close to that. While I appreciate that. That's fucking funny. I can't, like, come on. Packed wheat isn't too bad. Like, it does kind of give off the impression and the vibe. Obviously, it's very Valley of Wheat. But then you look over, where's the spot? Right here. But then you look over there and you go, oh, that's pack.png, but Valley of Wheatified. You know, Valley of Pack.png sounds cool, but whatever. Valley Pack, Field Pack. Okay, enough. I get it. Naming is not an easy task. Like, naming anything is... The art of naming things and it not sucking, like, that's a talent. You know, you have to develop that. The Valley of Pack.png isn't terrible, but it's a little clunky sounding, so I don't know. I guess Valley of Pack.png isn't too bad. It's not great. If I think of a better name, I will. But I'm thinking that's good enough. We'll see. Valley of Autism. Yeah. That's a good start. The Valley of Eternal Autism. I have wanted to make another such and such of autism build. I haven't made one in literally a decade. So I don't know. Packaged copperator. How'd you come up with the name Valkyria? Valkyria is... Okay, it's just a variant of the word Valkyrie. It's kind of a name that's been around for a while. Valkyria, a song by Amon Amarth. or Amarth, sorry, Amon Amarth. Valkyria is also the name of a roller coaster in Leesburg, Gothenburg, Sweden. Valkyria Chronicles is a tactical role-playing RPG game series. And I think that's it. So yeah, I think that's where the name Valkyria originally came from. It's just a variant of the word Valkyrie. Or Valkyrie. But, as for, like... I know Sato came up with the name. He was the first one to, like, call it that. I don't know about Pyro, what he thought on the matter. I never got Pyro's opinion on the name Valkyria. We just used it. We just called it that. And then shortened it to Valk because it was easier to call it Valk than Valkyria. Quicker to type, too. So yeah, like... Packed Valkyria sounds streamlined and to the point. Ooh, that's good, but like it's not... It doesn't have the Valley of Wheat involved, because like this is a reference to pack.png and the Valley of Wheat simultaneously, so like we've got to honor both. Like both halves need to be adequately named, or adequately represented in the name. I mean, the Valley of pack.png is, in my opinion, as on the nose as you're gonna get, because it's very obviously Valley of Wheat inspired. And then if I say pack.png, you're going to immediately go, wait, Valley of Wheat and pack.png. Well, where's the pack.png? And then you look and there it is. So I don't know. We'll see. Packed wheat by itself just sounds like I've put wheat in a bundle or into a thing, and here it is, you know? It doesn't sound like it's special, you know? The Valley of Wheat and pack.png were both very special. You gotta honor that specialness. Best suggestion? That's okay. That's okay, Air1. I appreciate your effort. A shame because Pyrobite loved bossa nova music. That's all you know about him. Jesus Christ, Tani. I mean, yeah, he did, but like, he loved other things too, I'm sure. I never really like learned what they were. He was so private. I don't know. Surely he had other interests, other tastes, and other things that he desired, right? Ooh. That could be bad news. There we go. They renamed the hay bale to a packed wheat? Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened on it. You're completely and totally correct. The hay bale is now packed wheat. Just like this is the Valley of Packed Wheat.png. The Valley of Wheat.png. I don't know. Do not sound very sure of that. Yeah, I know. People will take it seriously. He liked XCC2. Yeah, so all of us did. That's not special. That's just a statement on behalf of XCC2. That's like good for him. But like, I don't know. That Pyro had other qualities. He was a big Java hacker developer. He enjoyed optimizing things. He was exceptional at wordplay and other fun fuckery. Like, he was a cool dude, just in general. Reference both things by suggesting Packed Valley, not just Packed Valk. Wait, did you say Pack? I didn't say Valk. Whoops. Well, damn it. My eyes betrayed me. Yeah, it looked like Valk to me. Oh, man. My eyes and my brain went kapoof. I'm so sorry, Copperator. You are probably better off by correcting me. I'm glad you were able to, though. I don't normally see people's corrections. I barely ever read chat as it is. Sorry to hear about that, Poncho. Packing autism. Just name it the Valley of Autism? Oh, I could, but it still needs to be a Valley of Wheat, pack.png reference. Like, the name has to include those, and I'm thinking it's just Valley of pack.png. Silly though that may sound, it does encapsulate both reasonably well. You really need to, like, work on your naming skills, Poncho. Both start with a V? Yeah. Valley of Confusion. Valley of Autism already won. Take my idea. This is the part where I start up a poll and I go, okay, vote on your favorite. And the thing that I suggest doesn't win. And then I have to make the executive decision to ignore the poll results entirely. Tragic. So let's just skip right to the end, and I call it the Valley of Pack.png. That didn't do anything. There we go. Don't forget to add your mom in the voting poll. Yeah, good point. Pack it up. Pack it in. Oh, yeah. Pack it in. Poncho Hamster has already won. We just need to accept it. We don't live in our world. We live in his. We're just taking up space. Renting, if you will. The whole world is an illusion and only Poncho is real. The whole universe, even. Just a simulation. And only Poncho Hamster exists. What would you do if that was the truth, Poncho? Shit. If you were the only real person in an entirely simulated universe and the rest of us are just a simulation. What matter is we have the impression of democracy, not the end result. Yeah, the impression, right. How about I pull a G-Man and say, instead of giving you the illusion of freedom, I'll simply choose for you. And then choose for you. This is a dictatorocracy, not a democracy. Ocracy. No, in truth, this is an idiocracy. All right, let me start up that poll. Q&A. Your mom? No. This, that. Okay. There you go, Poncho. You win. Everybody vote. Come on. Come on. You know you wanna. Do your civic duty and vote on the thing that tickles your fancy the most. Average Mexican guy named Jesus. Yes. Jesus died for your sins. I mean, he went out like in a blaze of glory against the cartel. I mean, you know. You gotta respect that. Jesus with his balls of steel. Space Varia. Okay. Space Valero. That's where you go to fill up your starship in space. A Valero gas station, but in space. Wheatley is winning. What are you doing, Poncho? Why aren't you voting on autism? Isn't that what you wanted? Why isn't autism winning? You also wanted the your mom option, and that's not winning either. So, like, what gives? You made me do this. Halvo eat. Not bad, not bad. Wheat taker. Whoa. Hell taker, but wheat. The Valley of Pack.png is winning. Damn. You know, I should start more polls more often and use them to determine my life's trajectory. Should Jack work at McDonald's? Vote on your phones now. Just kidding. I would never go and work at McDonald's. Not that working at McDonald's is bad or anything, you know, but like, it's for other people. I will happily not. How I feel voting in California. Thank you. I'm glad to have encapsulated your experience quite well, Erwan. Jack the Clippa cameo. Hey, Penguin YT. Welcome. Let's put a spore blossom. Should Jack go back to CVS? Oh, God, no. I would rather live on the streets than go back to a CVS. Oof. Thankfully, I don't have to make that decision, but I'm just saying. Worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. No, I didn't work at a Dick's Sporting Goods. Just because there's one nearby doesn't mean anything, really. We got Academy Sports, too. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. I worked at Starbucks. Kind of. Starbucks and Noble. Star Barnes and Nuxbull. I don't know. That place is shit anyway, and it's actively dying, so going back to work for them would be a bad idea. I wouldn't have much time, I don't believe, because I'm pretty sure that place ain't gonna stay afloat much longer. That's just how it goes. TTI grass.png 10 out of 10. TTI grass? No, I don't. Explain to the class, Calum. Callum, what are you smoking? Jack, do you have long red hair in real life? Nope. I have long brown hair in real life. Why? What does the red have to do with anything? Apparently I was born blonde. It's funny you mentioned blonde, Ani. My hair turned brunette about, I don't know, 10, 12 years in. Stopped being blonde when I was a little kid. Future is 1, unemployed, 2, working at an AI company. Oh man, when will the AI shell company start up? Ooh, that's gonna be interesting. The companies that are just like AI slop companies that like make a profit on paper, but are like exceptionally not real, but are very clearly like doing something. Poncho Hamster deleted his own message. What did he say? Ooh, he said a bad. Ooh, Poncho, you said a bad. Ooh, he deleted his own thing. Ooh, I see you. Bad, bad boy. Bad boy. Would you if I had black eyes and black hair and bad, bad boy? You bad, bad boy. What would I do if I did that? I don't know. Probably still live my life as I do now. I don't think that would really matter much. I would probably still be a Minecraft addict. I highly doubt that would fix anything or change anything. And in all honesty, I'm perfectly fine with my life. So, provided I get to choose my life exactly as I have, it'd probably be the same as it has. You bad boy. Ooh, he said bad thing. Nothing wrong with that, Poncho. No. But at the same time, it's just the way he said it and then quickly deleted it. I get to see YouTube caches that shit, so like it's not deleted. It's just not visible to everyone else. Downward smile. Thought your VTuber was a ginger? No, I'm brown-headed. My hair is brown. That's it. Like there's nothing special to it. I don't know how you get ginger from this. Like, I guess kind of, but no. No, it's very tawny and very, like, brown. Like, it's not exactly the same shade as my avatar, but... I mean, that's a decent approximation, I felt, when I was drawing it. So, yeah, no, like, Chairo. That's it. I feel like brown hair is probably the most common hair color in the world, if not black. But it's hard to say for sure. Either way, it's whatever. So like, because it's that common, it's just not. It's not something I think about. I don't think about how blue the sky is. It's too common. I am bruise-headed. Bad motorcycle accident. Jesus Christ. You wearing a helmet or no? If you're bruised, I assume you only got bruised because you wore that helmet. Let's hope you wear a helmet, dude. Don't want you to be bruise-headed forever. Tom Bruise over here is gonna get fucking put in a closed casket. They're not going to be able to open it during his funeral. Jeez, Ani. I'll never forget, I was watching a Sam Hyde clip, and I was like, yeah, Sam Hyde's so cool. And then he fucking killed my buzz by saying, I stopped riding my motorcycle because it's an inevitability if you ride a motorcycle that you will get into a horrific crash. And I was like, damn, Sam Hyde's a downer. And then I stopped watching his stuff. But he's probably correct, though. I would imagine if you wear any amount of safety equipment and still ride a motorbike, you're still just asking for it. What's my favorite food? Oh, that's tough. There are a lot of good chicken dishes my mother knows how to make. Really good roast. We made a good pot roast yesterday. You take a crock pot and you sear the roast on all sides to give it a nice sort of crust. And then you crock pot that sucker for 5 hours on high. And oh my god, it makes the most tender fall off the bone meat. It's beef. You know, roast is beef. Roast beef. Well, it's not roasted. It's cooked in a crock pot very slowly for hours on end. But oh my god, it's amazing. Some of the best smelling meat you will ever smell. Oh, let me get a hoe. That hoe owes me money and some seeds, a small loan of $1 million. Some seed money. My uncle that is a surgeon has seen a lot of motorcycle accidents and really discourages people from buying one. I wonder why. Wow. Oh, it's almost like there's a correlation there or something. Huh. Strange. Why ever would he do that? Why ever would somebody warn another person about something dangerous? Specifically things that could, I don't know, kill you or something. Gosh, if only I could figure it out. If only we could crack the Da Vinci Code on that one. Oh well, I guess we'll never know. Favorite food is mango. Shut up, hamster with a bad mouth. How dare you say those things that YouTube is totally looking at and watching. YouTube is gonna gang stalk you now, don't you know? You gotta come to beautiful Midwest and try out what we call a walking taco. It's a religious experience. That's so fucking funny. I think he finds that like offensive as a Mexican, like on a spiritual level. I don't know. Maybe he would like it. It's hard to say. Pancho's, I can never predict what Pancho will say or think or do. So like, I don't know, maybe he would like white people tacos. Hard to say. Ani, Nashville is there, or Wyoming, I would love to visit this place. Yeah, you should get the money up and go visit all those places in America that are obviously worth visiting. I have no idea why anyone would want to go to anything in Wyoming, or hell, anything in Nashville even. I guess if you like country music, you know, maybe. Not Wyoming, yeah. You and Pancho are indeed spontaneous schizos, I agree. You're fun spontaneous schizos, but holy shit, I want to tear my hair out sometimes. You two have like the most bizarre ideas that pop into your heads. And I mean that with as much love as I can possibly muster. You guys are weird. Does it have family from Nashville? No. My family is from Texas and Florida. My parents were born in Jacksonville, and my mother moved around the United States many, many times as a kid because Navy brat. Yeah, come to think of it, I've never revealed half of this shit on stream before, but oh well. And my father lived in Florida most of his life, and then moved away from Florida and never really moved back, which, yeah, fair enough. Meanwhile, I was born in Louisiana. I lived there 5 years, grew up in Memphis. Oh, that place is a nightmare. Don't recommend going back to Memphis. That's really it. And then I've lived in Mississippi ever since. Thank God we got out of there. Holy hell. Other than that, yeah, like I've lived in maybe three major places my whole life. Don't really care to move anywhere else, you know? I'm happy where I am. Ever eaten a walking taco? I don't even know what a walking taco is. I just find that funny because, like, the Mexicans invented the taco, so, you know. It's just... I get the feeling, this may be wrong, but I get the feeling that the bastardization by white people of Hispanic food must drive some people, specifically Hispanics, up the wall, right? It must give you an aneurysm to hear about how this person did your local cuisine horribly wrong. Went to New Orleans, play there with your jazz band. Okay. Walking taco is very good. Yeah, what is it? Like, I've only heard of it. I've never bothered to look it up. Educate me. Is it like Louisiana part of Mexico at some... Okay. I mean, the French owned it well before that. So no, if anything, that would make me part French. But I am neither French nor Mexican. I am of Germanic and Dutch and Swedish ancestry, apparently. So, like, no, actually, I'm not Mexican in the slightest. Nor do I pretend to be. I'm not going to lie about my background or anything like that. Like, it isn't, like, special. Probably a million fucking people with that type of a background. Just in this area alone. Happens to other cuisines too, yeah. Oh well. Can't help it. People want to mix and match and experiment. We don't get mad about food, we are not Italian. Okay. Well, that's neat. I'm glad to see you can be forgiving, culinarily speaking. Not even Japanese care about sushi being done wrong. Yeah, that's oddly enough, funny enough, that is true. The Japanese don't generally care about how bad or good a foreigner's sushi is. Just so long as the sushi they produce domestically is good. That's what they care about. Have you heard about, like, the foreigners getting kicked out of Japan? Or not Japan, but out of the Japanese restaurants and other gathering places in the wake of people like Johnny Somali? Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. It's tragic, but it's funny. It's toe-tappingly tragic. Speaking of Mr. Somali, how is he doing? Have they arrested him again? I've not actually kept up with Johnny Somali's circumstances. Here we go. You know, France, we eat pigeon, but weirdly enough, nobody tried to copy our food. Wow. Huh. Weird. You tell me that you eat pigeon, unironically? And then you're like, oh, no, why is nobody copying our food? Can't possibly imagine why. Why ever would no one want to copy pigeon? Oh my god, the rats of the sky aren't worthy of copying? Weird. Rats with wings, or whatever. Whatever fun euphemism we give. God damn it, I knew I would trample another one. There we go. Yeah, it's a famous recipe in Paris, Michelin restaurant. You pay $100 more for it. Oh my god. For pigeon? Why? Are pigeons even worth eating? Is there even enough meat on them? Like, let's put aside the fact that they're horrible birds. I will single-handedly introduce Mexico to the beautiful art of ice fishing. I mean, they do get cold weather there, and it wouldn't be surprising to find ice in some places, so I theoretically guess you could ice fish. Not that I recommend it. It's okay to visit, not to live. Okay, well, since no won the poll, I'm going to name the place Valley of Pack.png. Poncho, it's not like a glacier. If the snail is cooked, I swear it's fine. A likely story. I don't know. Certain things just don't feel right to cook and eat. I mean, if you're dying, you're desperate to eat something, fine. Whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. I get that. But like, yes, come to our fancy restaurant. Oh, we will serve you snail. We will put in your food things that you would not willingly put in your mouth any other time of the year. Like, no thanks. Also, god damn it, another fucking casualty of war. I should just keep these on my hot bar, but I am not gonna do that. I'll just keep these in there. Okay. Trying to put as many bits of glowstone hidden in trees that I can get away with. I find glowstone hiding in the leaves is a better, more tasteful aesthetic than lanterns hanging down from the trees. That's a double pack, that PNG reference. No. The poll is rigged. It says 19 votes, but we only have 13 viewers. You're right. You're right. Pop Bob and his botnet showed up halfway through and changed everything or some shit. I don't know. Insert explanation that makes you feel the best here. The G-Man came and said, instead of giving you the illusion of choice, will take the liberty of choosing for you. And then he chose your vote for you. And that was the end of it. Very unfortunate, very tragic. I'm sorry you just missed the G-Man. He just came in from Half-Life 3, and boy, were his arms tired. So fucking bad. I hate that fucking joke. Oh, but at the same time, I love making bad jokes. Did Pop-Pop even have a bot army at one point? I don't honestly know. I don't think he did. But I imagine he would have by now. Hey, Elmo. Late, your truck caught on fire. What the fuck? Sorry I'm late, my truck caught on fire. You're joking, right? Please tell me you're joking. Well, what you missed is a lot of landscaping and greenery. Not really much else. Oh yeah, we had a poll. It went about as well as polls can. Reasonably speaking. Cook the fish before you eat them. You don't care to add a lot of bacteria or parasites. Ooh. Yeah, I don't understand sushi. Like raw fish, why? I get it, it's tasty, but like. So how did your truck catch on fire? And when? And how? Did a gremlin do it? Or were you just in the wrong place at the wrong time? Does shit just normally catch on fire around you, Elmo? Ocean Gate quality. Holy fuck. Is salmonella that bad? Yes. You do not want salmonella. Can't believe I have to say that, but no. Salmonella is not pleasant. You do not want salmonella. You should cook your food. Like, I'm just gonna be real with you. You don't want a salmonella infection. Cook your fucking food. Like, cook it to 160, I believe, is the recommended temperature for most foods. Like, just don't risk it. It isn't worth it. You will not be happy with your gastrointestinal troubles should you decide to cook or undercook food and then consume it. Just, yeah, no, don't get salmonella. It's bad enough if it's an accident and you have no choice. That sucks, but I understand. Accidents happen. E. coli, salmonella, and what was another really nasty foodborne illness? Oh, trichinosis. That was it. Those are the trifecta of things you do not want in or around food or the water that you consume. So wash your shit, purify it, etc. Get it from a reputable source. You get the idea. Don't take your life and or your health into your own hands just because. Yeah, you could use 5 to 7 kilos of liquid from sick. Yeah, if you enjoy vomiting and diarrhea at the same time, then yeah, salmonella may be right for you. But yeah, the rest of us will happily avoid that. Talk to your doctor about salmonella today. Wash your hands so hard every time. Well, don't wash your hands so hard that you like damage it. But yeah, I get that. Botulism? Yeah, that's another really nasty one. I forgot about botulism. And ergot poisoning is another nasty one you don't want either. Though people don't tend to get ergot poisoning these days. But, you know, it's the thought that counts. Botulism is also not a common infection these days. Not that it can't happen, it's just not that common. Most canned foods and other situations where botulism can be, you know, a thing, that it tends to be handled, you know. Unless you're watching unless you're in a Chubby Emu video, in which case you don't eat, you know, 1-week-old pasta that's sat out unrefrigerated or some dumb shit. Like that one guy. Slash village. Oh, can we see the glowstone trees without the shaders? Okay. You can't really see the glowstone super well in there, but like it does add a dimension. Also, yeah, speaking of dimension, when we move this into the end, you know, you're going to want the glow inside the trees. At least I believe you will. If you make canned food yourself, botulism's a danger. Yeah. But most people don't can their own stuff. Like, when's the last time you canned a thing of anything? Right? Like, it's just not something you do. Most people don't. Turn off Fulbright? I don't have Fulbright on. See? Shadow. Not shadow. It looks Fulbright because of all the embedded glowstone in the floor. But no, it's actually quite dark in all the places that are not lit. So yeah. They make Enderman farms with leaves. Jack knows. I remember Enderman or other mobs able to spawn on leaves. No, they can't. Leaves are transparent, and no transparent block will allow for mobs to spawn. I like the subtle light level differences on the tops of the trees. Leaves are not the issue. It's where... where's a good example? The reason I'm lighting everything up is both for the aesthetic and also there are bits where there's wood. That's too short, but like right here. Perfect. If there was not a glowstone block right there, an Enderman could spawn here and teleport down onto, you know, all the stuff and ruin the wheat and blah blah blah. So yeah, that's part of it. Oh, fuck. There we go. Why am I lighting them up? It looks nice, yeah. Exactly. Also for those various spots where, as I said, Enderman can spawn. And I'm just suddenly realizing how many trees I've installed. Like... Jack knows. Hey, Cool Beans. Welcome. Yeah, the subtle sort of light emanating from the middle of the tree is an interesting addition. It does add a dimension to the trees themselves. Instead of them just being this little dark husk, you know. Yeah, they freed Ross Ulbricht. They freed everybody, man. All the cool people are now open, out of jail, etc. Endermen will spawn in the dome and eat all the sand ender. They can teleport inside, right? Which is why we're going to have to stringently be careful to not let any darkness exist anywhere. I know that's easier said than done, but yeah, like that's just what we're gonna have to do. As for the outside here, I'm gonna have to figure out a sort of lighting strategy for how I want it to appear. I've already got an idea for this bit. Let me find the ochre, the meaty ochre frog light. And then containing it with gold like that. I think we're good on all of this. Get rid of all that. Okay. So yeah, something along these lines, but every so often, sort of like this golden light look. I like that. Pachyria. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, we'll find out. I hope people will press Trump for that stuff. Because if they do, then that means we will get that. And those files will indeed be leaked. But it depends. Don't know yet. Stone, don't know yet. There we go. I like that. Yeah, Iron Golems will pursue Enderman and kill them. Okay. That's not bad, but obviously that leaves a lot of dark spots in the middle. I'm not married to this idea. I may or may not go back and change it. Just depends. I just suddenly realized these were supposed to be stone. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I'll figure out a good lighting strategy to overwhelm this whole thing without it being shitty. Like how you can just barely see off in the render distance. Very edge there, you can just barely see the dome. Married with the Alpha Computer? No, I'm married with children. Like the sitcom. Just kidding. YouTube's going downhill fast? Oh. Why? What happened? Jack, I got a great idea for exterior lighting. Okay. Shoot. The amount of ads it's jumping? Yeah, I know, right? I'm so sorry, Stone. You're gonna have to do something to, like, ad block. I don't know what else to tell you. Send a screenshot later. Okay. How is that a sus joke? It's literally a reference to the sitcom Married with Children. Like, it's not any more special than that. I don't Minecraft open? Okay, that's fine. I can send you some screenshots like, of all this if you want. Come on, load in. There we go. Like, oh, yeah, that. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, so like a big, open fucking, yeah, just like that. And then we'll go over here, get some screenshots like this. You're not a communist. Okay. Sure. If you're into that, I'm not gonna judge. Also, I'm getting some screenshots of the insides of the dome. End up grabbing an ad blocker at this rate? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just bite the bullet and do it. Like, at a certain point, it's going to become untenable to watch anything without an ad blocker. And it'll have to be a competent ad blocker, not just any old one. It's going to have to be a really good one, because otherwise you will have the worst possible experience one can have on YouTube. YouTube Red? You mean, it's not YouTube Red, it's YouTube Premium. Nice try, Beans. I like that. That's funny as fuck. But, yeah, get YouTube Red. Love how it looks from the sky. It's like an Earth dome. Yes. Okay, let's get a nice big set of pictures. Get some nice shiners for Twitter. Bam. And then finally, one last stop. Whoops. Okay. I like it. Oh yeah, this is going to be the build. The Valley of Pack.png. I've also got to put like structures. So, you know, it's not going to just be wheat as far as the eye can see. Because Valley of Wheat had stuff in it. You know, structures and such. So like I could make sandstone stuff. What are some options for like... I like smooth sandstone. Oh, they don't have a smooth sandstone wall? Huh. Wonder why. We got the cut sandstone. Sandstone, sandstone stairs, sandstone of slabs. God, what a nightmare to say that. She sells sandstone by the seashore. Shit. So they've got smooth sandstone stuff, which looks good, but the cut sandstone doesn't have a stair to it? Cut sand. Yeah, wow, it's just the slab and the block. That's weird. Why is it not like... Why isn't it fully replete with sandstone action? I don't know. You gotta put the bee, name the poncho of the hamsters. Yes, I will do that. Eventually. TM. Well, that's pretty seamless from the top texture there. Smooth cut. Okay. Yeah, for a for like a wall texture or some sort of like for the walls of a structure, I think that would work here. I'll leave this as like a demo. Yeah, but after YouTube Premium is eventually something, so fuck all that, yeah. Make a beach volleyball court. I don't know. We'll see. I might also put like turtles because you can actually make turtles here. So like we might just make a bunch of wildlife. The bees, the turtles, maybe chicken. No, chickens will trample this. Or can chickens trample this? Wait. Can a chicken trample farmland? Let us find out. Add a sea monster in the river. Like the Monster Hunters TV show from way back in the day. Or the River Monsters TV show. Oh, okay, so that splashes particles, which is weird. Okay. Damn it. Well. Well, it doesn't seem like the chickens can trample crops. So maybe having chickens here wouldn't be a bad idea. Just some sort of a wildlife that's, you can get a lot of it, you can transport them easily. Yeah, like, I think that's honestly kind of a very low-key Elytra course. Some Quidditch pitches, maybe? Or Quidditch rings or whatever. Even Mike knows that. Bros, chicken, a slow fall, they don't break crops. That doesn't mean that it's that obvious. Like, I don't assume Mojang is smart enough to always prevent that, you know? I would absolutely not put it past Mojang to make chickens trample crops. Like, that just feels correct. Like, yeah, of course chickens trample crops. Mojang doesn't care. Like, why would they? Oh, fuck. There we go. Name the chickens! Ah! Should be able to hover off of a cliff, like Link with... I'm sorry, no chicken would ever be able to handle a human body slash a normal person's weight. Like, no. I appreciate that chickens used to be what are effectively, you know, slow fall parachutes, but like... Nah, that's a little silly. I can buy Link grabbing hold of a magic leaf and drifting down that way, like in Wind Waker, and I think in a few other games too. But a literal, like, Lamau grab a chicken? Like, no. Yeah, even if it's 4 glass panes or candles? Like parkour? No, I'll still make that bee. Don't worry, bees, chickens, and turtles, those are relatively easy to manufacture mobs that are easily transportable. So yeah, I could totally make that. Turtles would be great here. No mobs exist that would natively prey on them, like the zombie. So yeah, we could totally do that. I don't care if the chickens despawn or not. It's just for proof of concept. Hell yeah. Just because, like, having something living and moving around in here would be really neat. There it is. We can have like 3 or 4, maybe a dozen or so turtles. Have them swim the briny sea. Actually, no, this would probably be freshwater, wouldn't it? Yes, I'm going crazy with turtles on purpose. This is all proof of concept stuff, not really. Because, like, it gives the area a lived-in feel. Build the tractors in Scarecrow and give Mike credit? No, I would build the tractors in Scarecrow and give Copperator the credit. Oh, shit, that reminds me. Speaking of, I know I meant to do pseudo user worlds today. So End Haven got added to the archive last week. Funny enough, it was after I had already streamed or something like that. So we're going to go hop on over to End Haven because that's a place I've wanted to look at for quite a while. I could have probably tracked down a world download, but I figured I'd give Turbin the chance to put it on the archive. So for now, I'm going to call this center bit done. Let me get a shulker box. Okay, so black shulker box for normal stuff. So these are like dome materials. Oh shit, I forgot I made this map. I don't care. And then sandstone building materials for that. Good enough. Okay. So for the moment, I think this is where I'm going to leave Space Valkyria 5. I've got to figure out how you're going to get in here. Because, like, I've got, you know, I've got open space here that I could just, like, make a giant, like a giant mouth or a giant tunnel, like right there. Set air, stack 3. Something like that, right? And we can just go back in here and this just be a way in and out. Obviously you'd need an elytra. Maybe I could fix this by making a little access tunnel that you would walk up and down with, you know, through a staircase. Something like that. The way Napoleon map got transferred to this world? What? No, the Napoleon map was not transferred to this world. This was a world I made from scratch. The data for that map is in no way here. After the one update, make a flying machine that flies your pearl out to the world border. We'll have to see if that's possible or not on 2B22. Hey, Atomic Apollo, welcome back, man. Yes, we are visiting End Haven today. The crowbar build, right. So yeah, so for now, I think this will do it for Space Valk 5. Like I said, gonna figure out what buildings and what sort of living space I want to put inside all of this mass of stone. Because believe me, this is a large mass of stone. Like this underside is huge. I want to put towers that come down in the hex shape and sort of like extruded faces from Blender. A lot of sort of Blender inspiration, I guess. Whoops. Replace air or stone with air. Replace black concrete with air and replace deep slate tiles with air. Okay. Whoops. And then I just sort of fill this in. And yeah, I think this will make a fairly decent little tower, sort of like an observation tower, poking out every so often. They probably won't be every single hexagon that's like that, but something like this. Yeah, and then have them come way down, because like the bottom of the world is right there. So these towers could go down to the bottom of the world, I think. So yeah, thoughts on the Byzantine Empire? Yeah, I don't have any. Sorry. Jack, plan on getting GPT for the first time tomorrow. Oh, wow. Good luck, Caleb. You're gonna need it. Gone. It's gone. Yeah, no, the Byzantine Empire has been gone for a very long time. Okay. Where even is this? I don't remember. This looked pretty decent. Who all's on? Eric Leifson, Box, and Don Dubious. Oh. Whose place was this again? This looks vaguely familiar. Universon's Agayon Fortress. Yeah. He wasn't able to, like, do all he wanted. I remember this now. I've seen a more complete version of Agayon Fortress. It looked good. It looks really good. Okay, that's what this was. That's why I couldn't recognize it. It was so incomplete. I guess the version on 2B was never really, like, meant to be. Anyway, Poop Boob Grief Constantinople. Oh no. Beta calculator proxy. On most things that are past World War I, the Byzantine Empire is gone. Those are your thoughts. Yeah. Okay, whatever. Let's see here. What would that be under? Just crowbar, I guess? Warp block game. Okay. Block game. Constantium. Okay. Yeah, this was the thing you were originally talking about. Ooh, I'm not used to moving this slow in creative mode. Okay. Yeah, we got a fairly decent little smattering of stuff. Ooh, I like that belt. Ooh, okay. Very, very neat. Was this build by chance on Constantium? Very cool. I love that you can tell this is a crowbar base because of the action set pieces, I guess, where there are bits of glowstone or sea lantern and a ton of glass smattered about. That is a really cool effect, I won't lie. So this is a giant iron golem farm. Interesting. Crowbars and turbines and capybaras, Constantium base. Okay. What was this? It's very funky colored, that's for sure. I guess any vid or any avid would tell you to walk wherever. Oh, you're giving Callum tips on how to survive 2B2T. Got it. Oh. Oh, it's a bamboo farm, I see. I like that they dug a hole and then they just kind of filled the side with little niche areas and little bits and bobs like that. What's this gonna be? Redstone shop. Oh, you meant to say average. I see now. What's in here? Allays with no souls. They're just soulless. Not S-O-V-E-L. Soulless. Completely and totally devoid of any and all hope. Soulless. Dark. That's not Dark Takanuva, is it? Or is it some other dark? Oh. I guess it's another dark, right? Product. Damn. Yeah, they did a good job with this place. I like it. Oh, they converted all the caves into like a wildlife thing. Dark Takanuva's never played. Okay. So it's another dark. I mean, apparently a lot of people have that as a name, so I don't know. Cool. I'm getting vibes from the interdimensional bridge here. Like, I know, not just because I know this is a crowbar build, but I'm just getting those vibes, you know? Oh, that's so weird to see an animal that's just sitting there with no soul. The turban sucked out that poor sheep's soul. Okay, let's do game mode spectator. Spectator. This way I can get around a little bit better. No, I wouldn't avoid highways, Callum. You're not likely to get very far if you don't. Or if you do, I mean. You should probably take the highways. And if you get killed, you get killed. Just accept it. And then figure out a way to move from point A to point B without it being too bad. Turban, Joey, Dark, Smoz, Capybara, and Crowbar. Yep. The gang was all here. I like this mangrove basalt look. Like, that's honestly not bad. Oh, they got a color for each one. Okay, that's clever. Pink glass, or not pink glass, but all the colored glass to determine, you know, to note which one is which. That's nice. I like that. What was this? You can die in regular nether and regular overworld. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, you know. Colorids? Huh? Oh, this is a slime farm. I see now. Oh, what is this? More of that bamboo farm. Okay. And then this corner block, or corner build. What was this for? Dispenser. Was that for like breaking concrete? Oh my god, holy gold farm, Batman. Wow. Okay, so they just like glassed up the ocean to prevent it from flowing in. I like that. Neat effect. Not Hoglins, Piglins, something else. Looks like a shulker unloader. Oh, yeah, good point. For sale, listing at meatspin.fr. Very neat. How progressive of them to use Meatspin as a listing site for properties and stuff. This is honestly a really cozy little hole in the wall. I kind of like it. I get a very, in this corner, I'm getting slight Bodecan vibes. Just slight Bodecan vibes. Like, we were beginning to get Bodecan levels of crazy, and then, I don't know, maybe the base got found. Who can say? Oh wow, they covered up their hoppers that they couldn't help from having poke out of the farm. They covered it up with trapdoors. That's it, to like prevent their ugliness from being too visible. And then they've got a gigantic storage room for nether stuff. Redstone shop. Okay, so we come back in a circle. Very nice. Ooh, even here. Oh, they put lava in there. Oh, that's clever. That's a very neat effect. I prefer the crimson or the mangrove trapdoor as like a lava tube. But, you know, to each their own. So yeah, this is obviously Crowbar's part of the base. Damn. You really have to just take a step back and drink it all in. And then over up in here. Wow. Okay, so this must be the entrance. Must have been. Who was that? Bodecan? It was Legato, Alpha, Kane's Law, Varga Girl, Takrev. I think Joey Coconut was there. I don't remember. There were like 2 other guys that I never met. And I was there temporarily. I didn't contribute to Bodecan. And yeah, that was it. Like, a bunch of people were there. You could probably look it up if you're like really intent on knowing exact names. Was that like a coliseum or a fighting arena? Like, what was the deal with that place? Okay, well, this was neat. Warp End Haven. Oh, yeah. All right, 2411. Okay. Game mode, spectator. Well, I got a download of the ring from a while ago, and I showed off the ring. It was really fucking cool. And now... Damn. It's even prettier than I remember. Would you say End Haven's chords were safe enough? Where is this place again? Or was? 1.8 on the Z and 4.6 negative on the X. I guess. I mean... Unless you're willing to generate this incredibly large area, and I mean a very big area, Where's the other? There it is. Or no, is this part of the base? Oh, this is where they were blowing shit up. Yeah. Okay. This was the build I wanted to see. I've already seen the ring, so it's fine. It's a good build. This was the build that I wanted to know. This is fucking awesome. Oh man, all the Endermen are stealing the gravel out of the walls. Well, that's annoying. Okay, so the majority of this underside area was just hollow. Let's see. Because I was like, there have to be some really cool internal structures here, and the answer is actually kind of no. You could do a lot with an upside down area in your base, but that's if you do anything with it at all. Like this area is just kind of, oh wow, he put a mural of his face. That's creepy. I like how that looks. That looks really cool. And yeah, like there's just not really anything down here, and I was just kind of, that's sad, but oh well. Because like you have, you know, well see now this has some bits to it. This is a storage room. And to be fair, if you've got air access, more stuff over here. I've not gotten there yet. So yeah, like I would put more rooms up in this area, right? Like this uppermost area seems like it could use, I don't know, something. This is a lot of space to just not make use of. But oh well, it is what it is. They planned all this in 112, so I don't know, maybe they thought somebody would come knocking on their door quicker than not. Oh, using banners as a color coding scheme. Up is down is red and green is up. Cool. I didn't catch that. Ooh. Are those supposed to be like anvils or? I like the stylization there though. Oh, so we're using a bit of lava to light everything up. Okay. That's really neat. I like that. This central area is Harrison. Oh, it's hanging from a lead. Okay. And then the chain makes it look like he's... Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. That goes up to here. Again, more empty space that could be made better use of IMO. But whatever. And then Lord Dracula. I love that cross. That is so well made. Holy shit. Oh, and a howler. Oh. Let me step on it. We need an interior lesson, yeah. This is good texturing and not block vomit, I know. Ooh. Okay. So if I walk, or if I crouch, it doesn't make the noise. Okay. Very neat. Love how closely calculated the height of the armor stands have to be. How many armor stands is this? Oh my god. Oh, wow. Z fighting. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks to be about 7. Maybe this thick portion is 6 armor stands. And then we got this. What I want to know is, how did you manage to get all of these so precisely spaced in survival? That is such a pain. And this whole, oh man, the red candles, they add so much to this. Wow. Love the little dining hall. Oh, the candelabra, that's cool too. It's like goldish, but not really gold per se, but it's kind of gold. I can kind of believe, I can squint at a distance and say that's gold. Jack Room's ass sound effect. We didn't have that in the Jack Rooms. What are you fucking talking about? I didn't even think to use note blocks to make loud noises that would scare you or whatever. I mean, I could. But I also thought that all the mob noises, they didn't really, like, work, in my opinion. It feels like there aren't any, like, good music noises you could make, you know? Like, if you're not going to make a note block song. Obviously, I was not about to make a note block song and escape the Jack Rooms. But still. Ooh, is that somebody's head? Was that meant to be somebody's head? It's hard to tell. I guess. Doesn't look familiar, so I don't know. Ooh. Oh, that's that spot that connects up to the... Okay, so this is where the evil vampires... No, sorry, it isn't. Oh, yeah, okay, it is. Yeah, this is where the vampire is asleep. Ooh. The Count Dracula of this castle thing. This castle's so fucking well made. So cool. Oh, I love this. The usage of the acacia wood is really nice. Lots and lots and lots of andesite everywhere. Deep slate. Some basalt. Coal ore, honestly, coal ore kind of sells it. And yeah. The Haunting Hotel had shriekers. That was a different sort of like feeling, you know? Shriekers, oh, we're standing on a series of shriekers to like annoy the hell out of you. That's different. Triggering a loud sound effect is like, I don't know, it just, theirs is a different approach. None of the mob heads would have like worked, you know? Like if I put a creeper somewhere and you trigger it and it goes hiss, I don't know that that would really have like sold it, you know? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it would have. This place is really, really tight for a... I'm not even sure what this place is in all honesty. Are these living quarters? Is this like some... I don't know. Ooh, wow, I love how the light filters in there. Even though we're supposed to be in the end dimension and it's totally not day right now or anything. Yeah, that's actually really cool. Oh. Oh yeah, water stream. Okay. This place is lacking a lot of secret passages. That would be really fucking dope. To just like stumble across, you know? Like a library with, you pull one of the books out and it like discombobulates you in some way. I love the gigantic banner. That's a cool idea. Secret passages in the paintings, like that's just a given, you know? Oh boy, I wonder what happens if I try to sleep there. And we have this gigantic open area. Oh, the banners are so big they can't even see them over here. I like that though. Also, the ring looks so good at a distance. like, that is so awesome. It's a shame it's not loading in on that back section there, but... Or maybe it just needs encouragement. That's fucking awesome, too. Okay. So it looks like they just built heads of everybody who was based here. Which, you know, fair enough. How do you get into this room? Oh, from up here, I see. Yeah, this place is just big enough to get a little bit lost in. Oh, cool. That's a neat effect. The pseudo pillows. Okay. Well, I'll try to find an original download of this place, just so that I can explore it as it was actually meant to be. Because, like, this is totally the end, right? Yomoboyo had a head or turbans. Yeah. Very good castle, yep. Box castle forever, best castle. Sure. I'm not gonna lie, this blows the box castle out of the water. The Gothic, it is box E, kind of. It reminds me a little bit of Super Mario 64. Just a tiny bit. In terms of how it's pseudo-Gothic, very, you know, tall and imposing. They did a good job with that. Aha. I was hoping to find this. Okay, so this is the big stash. Oh, there's a thing under it. Never saw this. What do you reckon this was gonna be? Is it just like a swirling vortex of fire and death? I guess they were gonna make a whole, you know, dynamic thing here. The ring is just the ring, dude. I can't believe Crowbar can build this and be like, meh, it was a bad build. I mean, I get what he's saying when he says it was a bad build. It's more of a concept piece, you know? You can't build the ring big enough is the sad part. If you could build the ring 5 times larger, it would be a smack dab. Like, it would be a smack dab. What the fuck is wrong with me? It would be an amazing build. Easily one of the best on 2B ever. But unfortunately, our heights are still limited, Mojang. Anyway. Neat. Ooh, yeah. I love the ships. And then we got some living stuff in here. That's also really cool. Looks like a pizza under there. I agree. I agree. It's not bad. It just doesn't look like much of anything. It's like a fiery vortex, I think. But it's hard to tell. Okay, where is... I saw something up there. Where's that giant Nautilus? There it is. Knew it was a little ways away from the base. That's a cool idea. Close before starting engine. Oh, wow. Look at all the diamond this costed. God damn, this is so cool. You can tell it was made prior to 112, or to 119, I mean. The 119 update. Because I would have used, the trapdoor types. Which I don't think 2B had. Or maybe it was post 119, I don't know. But yeah, this Nautilus shell. Holy fuck, it's so good. Funny sign in the other ear. Bep, of course. Those are supposed to be ears? X-ray essay, yeah. Taken from Blender into Minecraft, yeah. We didn't have lanterns in 1.12, yeah. I know, a lot of things didn't exist in 1.12. You don't have to remind me. Ooh, they used a bed as like the little slit in the eye. Because mollusks have very weird irises. This farm sucks absolute ass. I hate making farms. X-ray essay. Well, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Where is the jellyfish, I wonder? Well, yeah. I don't know where the jellyfish is, but I found something equally cool. He built the worst kelp farm in the universe. That is the jellyfish? You didn't know it was a nautilus. No, okay, I see what you mean now. So I guess you're supposed to walk in the front door here? Oh, it's just a jar. Okay. Yeah. Giant jellyfish. Damn it, I was looking forward to a gigantic jellyfish now. Ooh, that's pretty. Found a cool giant tree. I love how the colors pop under the glow of the various blocks. Especially in here. Holy hell. And damn, this floor. Ooh, it's almost too bright to look at. Oh, there's just nothing out here. Okay. So it's an inside and an outside shell. I see. That's clever. Marrying an inner and an outer shell is usually a good building technique. Merging together the two, I mean. The roofs of the build is the best part yet? Yeah, the awesome geometry, I agree. Damn, that gigantic chandelier is attached from way up there. Very neat. Kind of like what I'm doing with Flight Out 5, yeah. Merging the two seamlessly is very difficult, though. It has to be done very, very particularly. Otherwise, it'll look bad. Because, like, you see a build, and it's got so much volume and so many, you know, shapes and twists and turns. And you see this, and your brain will automatically go, okay, I think I can kind of approximate the internal area I should see, right? And if you go into and you don't really get that same area, like this is all empty space. I'm not necessarily saying something has to be in here, but like you can't have too much gigantic empty open space like this because it's obvious that stuff is missing and your brain is going to go, wait, there's space missing. There's stuff that should be here. But when I go in here, I don't get that feeling. And so that's how you know he did a good job. Although I love the damn broken statue. Very neat. There's the jellyfish. Teehee. I love the use of the kelp block as a strap. Kind of looks like something, like almost like a belt of sorts. I could picture that, yeah. Oh wow, we've got a Heart of the Sea in here. That's clever. And the rest is mostly just diamond. Wait, why is it all diamond on the inside? Huh? Wait, That's weird. Why is it all diamond on the inside? You don't see diamond hardly poke out anywhere else. Like, you see a little teeny bit of it here and there. If it's like a splash of teal, but you could easily do that with concrete or something. Like, why the diamond? That's weird. It's good. It looks pretty, but I'm just saying, like, to flex? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, well. Oh. I mean, I guess it's a flex. I don't know. Like, this is all dupe stash stuff. Like, who cares? Everybody's brother has 1,000,000 diamonds on Tubi from a dupe stash. Just is what it is. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's X-ray essays. Nice blimp. Nice zeppelin. Nice airship. Deco, yep. Decto. Oh. Ooh, nice use of red sandstone. You don't see that very often, because it's a pain in the ass to get a lot of. But, yeah. Okay. That is so fucking pretty. And then the gigantic floating tree, which is all alien and sponge-like and gooey, but like in a cool way. I love the skin of black glass on the very outside. It gives it an almost otherworldly feel. And this blue and yellow stuff for the innards is strange as all hell, but in a good way. Ooh. Doesn't seem to be anything really, like, intricate about it, other than it's just an art piece. But it's a cool art piece. I won't lie, it's a very cool art piece. Okay, well. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything more to find here. Am I missing anything? Oh my god, it's 11. Yeah, good point. Went way longer than I expected to. Oh well. So yeah, really cool. Really amazing place, End Haven. Shame that it had to die, but you know how it is. That's the way the cookie explodes. Well, at any rate, you all... Whoops, let me find... There it is. You all have a great evening. I will catch you all later. For more Building with Jack, we'll be doing more Space Valk 5, I promise. Apart from that, if you all have a world of some sort you want to show me, some sort of special thing you've been making, by all means, I would love to see it. So join our Discord and throw it my direction, and let's see what we got going. So yeah, I'm going to make on Space Valkyria 5, and you all have a great evening. Goodbye.